I'm early. Hi, everybody. Hi, Silver and Wiki and Kiba and Sherry. I'm early. I'm about 4 minutes early. I decided just to come on and get myself warmed up a little bit. It's good to see you guys. Look what I got. Okay, Silver. Got it. Hi, Juno. I put up your on my community page. I put up your link to your mandala, so everybody can check it out. Look at this! Isn't it fabulous? My favorite season of the year. Hi, Cardamancy. Hi, Cindy's Heart. Hi. It's good to be here with you all this morning. Yeah, I just came on a little bit early. You're not late. If you think you ever have to be on time, you don't. Hi, Heather. Thanks, dear. Look at it. It's fall. Not quite, but it is. It's close enough. I'm so excited. So I said to my friend, because I've been here now, it will be a month on Thursday. Talk about the interminable house guest. Anyway, I said to my friend that it seems like everything's shifted, and I've never realized that I haven't been here in New England really for any kind of fall. It's usually just the summer, and fall is my favorite time of year. And so it's like they closed the pool, and then it's gotten a little cooler outside, and the leaves are starting to turn on the trees. And so it's like a whole different, it's like living in a different world. And I absolutely love that. I mean, I grew up in New England and I loved it then, but the shift was amazing. So I'm wondering if that's why the universe decided that it wanted me to stay for this extra 5 days. So I never take anything as a bad omen. I just say it was meant to be. So yeah, here I am. And I just wanted to come on today and talk because I haven't been on for a while. So 89 in Minnesota, Wildflower. Wow. Oh, that's nice, Juno. What a nice memory. Yeah. Hi, Hypnicity. I was supposed to leave. So everybody, hi, Deb H. Oh, good for you, Heather. I think you should. I love the fall colors. Okay, Cindy, I'll click it. Yeah, I was supposed to leave Sunday, and Saturday night got violently ill. I don't know if I had food poisoning. I thought it was COVID. I didn't know what it was, but I could not leave the bathroom and actually passed out on the floor of the bathroom. I was so drained. And so I decided that traveling the next morning would not be a good idea. So I canceled my flight. And plus, remember, I'm carrying this dog through the airport with me, and I didn't want to do that either. And I rescheduled for Friday. And my son is going to pick me up at the airport, and I just love that boy. And so I haven't seen him in a while, so it'll be nice. And I was supposed to start school yesterday, and so I'm doing it online, even though I was supposed to be in the classroom yesterday. So yeah, it was a little bit scary. It's not always good to be away from home when you don't feel good. But my friend is like my family, so everybody's really caring and took care of it. And the doctor's office finally got me all my pills because I had run out of pills for my regular pills. Yeah, so it's so much fun to be old. But anyway, thanks everybody. I'm okay. I'm on the mend. Went out to breakfast this morning with my girlfriend, and it was just so nice, quiet. Everybody from the summer has gone back to their little hovels. So yes, beautiful autumn leaves, my favorite, and I love the song as well. So I want to tell you a couple of things, and I want to make sure that I say hi to everybody. Hi, Lauren. I see you here too. Thanks for coming by, everybody. It's great to see you. Melinda, hi. Glad you're here too. Carolyn, you were home in Vermont. Okay, good. Thank you, dear. Yeah, I'm leaving Friday morning about 11:45. And I hopefully not have any issues because I think I have a show that night at 7 when I get home, but I'll be home around 3. So hopefully, hi Pierrette, hi Janet. Oh my goodness. It's so nice to see you all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming by. Yeah. Oh, Sherry, I know you were here first. So thanks a lot for being here, everybody. Okay, Hypnicity. So I have these cards, and I can't remember the name of them because I left my cover at home, but I love them, and I got them last year, and a lot of people really like them. And what they are is they hone in on what it is that's going on in your life that comes in the form of a question. So I pulled my own this morning, and I thought it was a great message. I'm going to put it back in the pile, but it says, there is strength in doing nothing. Wait. What have you been forcing, and how can you let go of that outcome? And look at the two Buddhas on either side. And that's me, the old Buddhist. So yes, I agree. I perhaps was forcing too much. And so I'm really happy that I did let go. And I resonate completely with this. And I think with the retrograde, which I'm going to talk about today, I want to talk about the retrograde today. I think that it's a message all of us could use. Don't try to force anything. We think we can, but really, truthfully, we really can't force anything anyway, because it doesn't always work out to our benefit. But anyway, I have those cards. I have some nice dog cards. I have my ever-loving deck of character cards. I have some of the oracle cards. So or an angel card, anything that you might want would be fine. Oh, really? Hypnicity. That's really cool. I didn't know she was up on Whidbey. Wow, that's fabulous. Oh, she retired. Good for you. You're so right. We make plans and God laughs. Yep. And it's all part of the retrograde, travel and communication and all that other stuff. So yeah. So I want to make sure that I got a couple of people that already asked for cards. I have Hypnicity. I have let's see who else did. Cindy's Heart and Silver. So, angel card for you, Heba. All right. Okay. I think so. If I've missed you and you've already, this Sherry. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So last night, yes, Juno was in our chat with Kelly and Thayer, and she kept putting in her comment, it wouldn't show up, and I'm just saying, yep, that's a Mercury retrograde. Okay, I mean, it's so true. Hi, Jane's Free. Okay, Wildflower, I got it. Thank you. Juno 2. All right, Juno, thank you. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about the retrograde, because I think it's important just to mention a couple of things about it. And I know, okay, Parrot. Oh, they did? That's great, Kiba. I bet they did a good. Oh, it's the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle card. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. I completely forgot that that's what these cards are. That I pulled one for myself. So if anybody wants one of those, just let me know. I love them. I don't use them enough, but I did bring them with me, and I wanted to use them. So yes, and my challenge as well was that I sent everything home except for what I wanted to tote with me. And I sent like $137 in boxes worth of stuff just to get it off my back. And it shows up before I do, because it was supposed to be there after I got there. Oh, you did, Wiki? Yeah. I think we all get retrograded. Hello, Karen Volpe, art therapist and tarot reader. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you here. Welcome. All right. The last time the question didn't show up. Oh, it didn't capitalize, but okay. So this might be helpful to others that rephrase it and shorten the question and see if it comes up there. Of course, at this point, unless you have a specific question and you just want a card, then we'll do that. But otherwise, awesome. Thanks, Deb. It's good to know all these tricks, right? So on the 9th of September, we saw that Mercury went into retrograde along with, and I'm not an astrologer, but I'm a Mercury retrograde-aholic. Hi, Ma'am Steve. Okay. So my first question, though, was to my friend. I said, do you think that if we don't know there's a Mercury retrograde, we don't know anything about what that even means, that it happens to us anyway? And I have to say yes. And the reason I say that is yesterday, the technology in my online classroom was really funky. Nobody could get in. Everybody had a problem. And that's part of the Mercury retrograde. And I don't think any of them, if anybody, they're all young kids, they might know about it, but not every one of them would know about it. So I'm saying to myself, okay, it isn't just something that I sort of think about, oh, we're in retrograde, and then it happens. So it did go in on the 9th. It comes out on the 2nd of October. However, the shadow period of it was August 22nd, which is the day I got here, till October 17th. So if you can help it, don't buy any technology. Be careful with your communications. Be careful with, and this particular one is in Libra, and Libra is the sign of partnership, harmony, and justice. And I think, if I think about what's been going on in the news, that we have seen justice and harmony sort of going in a crazy direction. Things have backed up with the judge on the Trump thing, and I don't want this to be political, but there's that. We also had to take a rest and retreat, so to speak, when the Queen died, and that's what England did. And yes, of course, it does make a difference if you were born when Mercury was stationary or it was in retrograde, because that might mean that it works out better for you. So yeah, it's the best thing to do is to obviously get your chart done to know exactly what's going on. But for the most of us, and it did say, which really didn't surprise me much, that this particular retrograde is worse for Geminis, Libras, and Aries. And Aries is the polar opposite in the chart of Libra, and Gemini and Libra are the signs of partnership. That happens to be me and my husband. So it's just very interesting. Yeah, I know, Steve, we all do. Oh, here's the kitty cat looking out the window. Yeah, mine drops like a rock as well, or I'll have some kind of other issue that's really weird, like right in the middle of something, it will update, or just craziness. So but I wanted to remind you, that's another word, that's everything is worth looking into at this period of time. And I know we've passed a lot of it because it's been a few weeks, but it never hurts to know for next time. You want to make sure that you remember things, remember, redo things. This is a good time to redo. If you were redoing, let's say, your bathroom, you did it and it didn't work out well, so you wanted to redo it, it would be okay. Review, renew, remind, respond, reiterate. Very important, because it's such a communications nightmare otherwise. Return to some place, to rest. And many of us don't even realize how very important that is. Resign. The other thing I said was resign. If you put so you could resign from something, but you could also re-sign paperwork. Reinvigorate, reflect, research, re-see, revision, re-energize, reinvent, retreat, reintegrate, recalibrate, re. So it's always about communication. And so our emails sometimes come across maybe harshly, or people take us the wrong way. Yes, Melinda, think before you send. Yes. Okay, Sherry, your computer crashed at work. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Pretty typical of a Mercury retrograde. Anyway, we hate to see them coming. We like to see them in the back door. And of course, it doesn't mean that the planet is actually going backwards. It just feels like it, because things get really, really messed up. So before the next one comes along, you might want to reboot and recharge and make sure you keep a copy of your of what your computer has on it, so that you're not screwed if that happens to you at that point. Yeah. So yes, this my friend's two black cats. I was telling somebody on a show that they're so much fun to watch. They're brother and sister. This one here is the bird watcher, and the other day was on the. It doesn't go outside. It was on the screen trying to get to a bird, but he is also the one that brings the kill back upstairs from down below, because the little boy and his dad live down below. So there's always dirty socks that come up with him. That's his kill. And he sounds really crazy when he does that. Yeah. Jen's free. I love that. Regroup. Yes. Yes. Yep. And actually, you are going, Jan's free, you're going back to work with the kitty cats. So you're, sort of redoing what you did. Yeah, they're really beautiful. They're beautiful animals. They have beautiful green eyes. Just lovely. Binks and Blue. That's their names. So, and I'm not a kitty cat person. I like these guys. They're really cute. So I am not a kitty cat necessarily, but I am an animal person, as you well know. So yeah. And yeah, it sucks to have to need the technology that we need, but we do. Um, all right, so there's something else I wanted to talk about today, and then I'll certainly go ahead and pull some cards for you. I just feel like I just wanted to reflect and respond and spend some time with you all, because you're all great. Thank you. Oh, really? A wild fox stole a fairy statuette out of someone's car. At least they picked the right one. 1111 in Dallas. Good deal. So I want to talk about the power of the spoken word. And I remember learning about it when I was first immersed in metaphysical community in Florida. I had a girl that gave a talk about it. Never really thought about the fact that we are what we say and what we think and what we do, of course. In this case, I found this wonderful article about how to reframe things. And it takes 10 times to start a new habit, but it takes 70 repetitions, I believe. Okay, Heather, take care, honey. Take care. It takes a number of repetitions in order for you to feel this way, or to start reframing and re-saying things that are important to us or to you. The first one was, we say, oh, I have to do that. Hi, Kathleen. It's great to see you, dear. Oh, yes, I'm glad you're well, too. So instead of saying, I have to do that, you should reframe it to say, oh, I get to do that. I get to. In other words, you're alive. You're feeling, like you have been blessed. You have a new day, and you get to clean the dishes, and you get to do the laundry, and you don't have to. The truth is, you do not have to anyway. So, and you know what happens if you don't. But if you reframe that to, I get to do it, it becomes a much different positive charge. Hi, Karen Engelbright. Oh, I'm so sorry, Karen. Yes. Oh, I bet it's been awful for you with cancellations and oh my goodness. Yes, that's great, Juno. I received. Yes, absolutely. Rather than I got. Yeah. Or I have. Or I am. Yeah. The other one I got was I can't do that. I can't do that. Can't do that. Instead say, I can do that, or I could try to do that. I don't like the word try as much, but I think that it really, sometimes people have to have that in their vocabulary because they don't know for sure that they can do it, because it might be, for instance, if you ask me to take out the engine of a car, my first response was, I can't do that. I could try to do it. It probably wouldn't turn out so well, but, I think it depends on what it is that you're talking about. So, yeah, you're right, Deb. It does rewire your thought process. Absolutely. And so even though if you catch yourself doing it, knock out that and say cancel, and then move into this other thing. Yes, good. Oh, and Jinjitsu, yeah, try is frowned. Yeah, because anybody can try to do something, but there's no commitment really. Trying is not a commitment. It's more of a, well, if it doesn't happen, it's okay. But it's important to also say that you never fail at what you do. There is no failure. So we'll get to that word though, that sentence. How about I should do that? I should go grocery shopping today, but I don't want to, or I should do that. How about I will do that? I will go grocery shopping as soon as I have aligned myself with my day and gotten myself up to doing something like that. And yes, Yoda, there is no try, there is only do. I love that. Yeah. Yes, and words are spells. Words are spells, absolutely. And there's so much power in them. This is why I'm concerned by political wording and things. And I don't know if any of you saw it, and I don't want to bring the vibe down, but apparently he had I won't even say his name. He had a rally in Ohio, and there were a lot of people there, and they were doing this pointing thing. And it reminds me of this. So there's power in that as well. There's power in it, and you don't want that kind of power. No. How about, why is this happening to me? That's a victim mentality. I think that if we think about it, we can kind of figure out why it is, even though we may not have any answer. But instead of that, say, what am I learning from this? What am I learning from this? And actually had to do that with my roof. I had to do that with my roof. And between my my new Reiki energy and just a whole positive charge from all of you in the community, I was able to do that. It's not easy to do that. None of this is easy, by the way. It's just all something that you can do. If you think about it, it can work. Hi, Jane. Thank you very much. Even if you don't really want to do it. Yes. Like, who wants to change the cat box, right? Who wants to go out and pick up all the dog poop? Yeah, I understand. Instead of saying I should do that, say I will do it. I'll do that. I will do that. I can do that. I am doing that. Make it even more powerful. I never should have. Never say that. Never say you never should have done something. No, because you did it. It's done. There's nothing you can do about it. And what did you learn from that? Say, because I did that, I now know this. And so I've had people, when I've told some of my students would say, you had 4 husbands? Because I did. I have one that I'm currently married to. I'll say I never regretted it. I have, because I married this one, I have my daughter. Because I married this one, I have my son. Because I married this one, I had this lesson. And even though it's not, it looks like it's very like failure, it really isn't failure if you learn from it. And I don't think of it as a failure anyway. I just don't. It's not my mindset. And I think all of us, we have something going on that we feel sort of weird about, but I don't think that that's a bad thing naturally. When you qualify for disability, you were sad, your sister, you're not disabled. I like you're differently abled. That is beautiful. Good. That's right. I have a handicap parking because of my fibromyalgia. Some days, if I feel good, I park wherever and walk. But if I don't, I have that for me. And I don't say I earned it. I just say I need it sometimes. And when I need it, I need it. And so, yeah. Kathleen, the reason I try to help people say, oh, that was stupid. Oh, yeah. Don't say anything is stupid. You're not stupid. No. All right. And don't say I have such and such. Oh, yeah. I did. I said I had fibromyalgia, but sometimes instead I should say, sometimes I suffer from body aches. But don't we all? Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I really like that. Yes. The language you speak to yourself matters, and that you speak to others matter. Yes. Oh, Jane, that's really sweet. Thanks, sweetie. There are no wrong decisions. Everything is it is. And we do believe ourselves, Melinda. We believe ourselves if we tell us we're powerful. We believe ourselves if we tell us that we're stupid. Yeah. So the one where you say, I failed. Okay. I choose to have as another one. Yes, Jane. I understand. We do. We have to change here, and then feel it here. Yeah. So instead of saying you failed something, say, that attempt didn't work out. I love that. What a difference. Well, I did this and that attempt didn't work out. So I'm going to try. I mean, Abraham Lincoln had to try. He had to go apply for office or for being in an office for, I think, 12 times he failed. Or he had to try a different way. I don't know. Oh, thank you, M. Steve. Yes, absolutely. Yes, always say this or something better now manifests itself in truly acceptable ways for the highest benefit of all concerned. Because it could be that it isn't going to really benefit me, but maybe the people that I interact with, it will benefit, or maybe it would benefit my animal, or maybe it will benefit society, whatever it is. It sounds very, I don't know, it sounds too, does it sometimes, like, oh, she's so positive, and people get, turned off by it, but I really think it matters. I really do. And it's just writing it down, sorting it out, figuring out a better way to say it. That's the way to look at it. Yep. And accept whatever comes along. Pick yourself right up. Yep. Oh, there you go, Juno. Good for you. Good. New moon goals, always a great, and yes, as a Sag, you would say, I perceive or I see. Yep. And we all perceive things differently. It's that vision that we have for ourselves. When I have my students revise a paper, I will say, I want you to re-see your paper. I want you to revise it, but don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as a re-seeing. Read it as though you're reading it from the outside. Read it out loud even, because then you see your mistakes, and mistakes are only stepping blocks to fix those mistakes. Yeah. Cindy, you heard a phrase, I'm getting ready to be ready. Yeah, I like that. That's really good. Yes, I'm getting ready to be ready. And that's okay. For some things, we do need to say that. Yes. It is small but powerful, right? Yep. How about if somebody says, oh, no, too complicated for me. No. Or that's just always the way I do it. I'm not going to change. It's always the way I do it. Say, I don't understand right now. I don't understand right now, but that doesn't mean I won't later. Or it hasn't worked for me before, but maybe it will. Maybe I need to reevaluate how I look at it and see that I can do such and such a thing. Because there are things that I didn't think I could do, like income taxes. There was no way. I'm not a good math person. That's what my message was. And it made itself. But then after that, I did like 500 or 600 tax returns a year when I was doing that. How about this one? My daughter tends to say this, and I love her dearly, but she says, that's not fair. It's not fair. And things aren't fair always. They aren't meant to be always fair. But how about if it may not be fair, but I can deal with it anyway. I can deal with it because I have that mindset. It's not, life isn't fair. Your parents used to say, your mom, oh, come on now, life isn't fair. Hi, Mark. Sometimes your brain farts, but at least it doesn't smell. That's right. It's perfect. I love my friend Mark. You're perfect. Hi, Seascape. It's good to see you too. Yeah. Juno, that's a good idea. Sleep on things before making a big decision. Absolutely. Don't respond so quickly. You want to, ruminate on it or whatever. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. Yeah. So it's not fair, but we can deal with it anyway. The last one I have is, and you all know this, never use absolutes. Never, always. And I just used an absolute. It's not smart to say anything is never this or is always this. You'll get yourself in trouble, especially when you're having an argument with a spouse. You never put the bathroom toilet seat down. Well, no. 3 years ago on a Monday, I believe in April, I did put the toilet seat down. There weren't always absolutes. So yes. And it does, Kathleen, you're absolutely right. It takes time. You have to reprogram not only your speech, but your thoughts. The only thing I can help you with is once you begin to recognize you're saying or thinking these things, try instead of focusing on, oh, I said it, I did it, you can go cancel and then restate it. Not always possible. And I want you to know that it is a work in progress. There are times that I've said all these things. I'm sure there'll be times that I'll slip and say some of them again. I don't really want to, but it's just a reminder, just like the reminding of the retrograde. There are certain times when we are in a situation where things are not always going to flow for us. Yes. Very definitely. Oh, I like this. Be grateful for the struggles and be thankful for the lessons. Absolutely. Because if we didn't have them, we wouldn't grow. And if we don't grow, what's the point of being here? It really is. We came here to grow. I came here to grow, to learn, and also to get a few fall leaves, right? Oh, Jane, I hope so, dear. I send you lots of love. All right, Mark, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, dear. Hopefully I'll see you Thursday on our show. It's good to see you. All right, so I'll do my readings now. I got about 9 of you set up here. And if I have any more time, I did come on a little early. Everybody came on about 4 minutes early. So I will definitely stay. But I can't stay, for an hour more. But it's where I'm only at the 30-minute mark. And right now we still got 34 minutes because I started early. All right. So, Sacred Wisdom card for Silver. It's always great to see you, Silver. 111 is powerful. So where I went to breakfast this morning was, and you know why? Before I went in, I've been there before, I never noticed this. I've been there before. My girlfriend and I went, and it was quiet. And I looked, and the number on the street number for this place called the Country Kitchen is 444. So that whole business is protected by angels. And you bet it is. In fact, my girlfriend's 7-year-old grandson tells us that when he gets old enough to work, for a part-time situation, that he wants to work there because they make a lot of money. This kid is like 7 going on 35. But I said, there you go. Better than going to McDonald's to work or Burger King. Go work there. You'll work, but, it's a good deal. So angel numbers. Absolutely. Ooh. All right. So I'm pulling a 3-card reading for you from the Sacred Wisdom. And I'm also handling the chat. So let me see. All right. I have Colleen. I have a question from. And I have, hi, Cal. It's good to see you, honey. Seascape. And hi, Terry Ortega. Thank you, dear. It's good to see you. Yes, Jen's free. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. I think I got, all right. So, Colleen, you're welcome, Sherry. I'm glad everybody here is so kind in the chat. This is just the place to go. Hi, Fox with a book. Wonderful to see you. And I'm happy to announce today that I have been added to the Vibe Tribe that Kelly has started with some of the other readers, and Raise the Vibe Tribe. And I'm really happy to say that I'm going to be part of that because I love everybody in it and all of you as well. And just another place to connect with you all. And also feeling a little bit better about being a reader because people don't really see me as a reader or haven't in the past. And so that gives me that viability. Yay. Yes, Sherry, Raising the Vibe Tribe. All right. So the first thing I got, Silver, is I got heat. Okay. So my feeling is that things are heating up for you. But take a look at the hand placement here in the back of the neck. I want you to know that that is a Reiki hand position. And of course, Reiki energy comes through, or any kind of energy work comes through as heat, usually. So I'm feeling like you're working on alignment. And that might be in your personal life, it might be in your private life, whatever it is, or your spiritual life, but you're working on alignment and things are heating up for you and aligning. Any expectation that you have, look at the beautiful dragonfly and any expectation that you have is exciting. Just be careful that you're not expecting too much too fast. That's all, because you want to make sure that you have enough, you have enough time for things to manifest that you want. Sometimes we wish something could happen immediately and it just doesn't work out that way. However, it looks like you're working efficiently to do that. And look, another sort of symbol of heat in the hands. So I'm seeing the efficiency of the healing that's being done, whether you're doing it on purpose or not. The heat that's coming up from the chakras for you and bringing you is being very efficient, and that you are making movement in your spiritual life. So I like those cards. Those were awesome. Very good. Thank you, Kathleen. Yep, I'm a reader. All right, Sherry, I'll put you on there. Let's see. All right. I think I'll have to close after Sherry's because I got like 11 more to do. So, all right. Cindy's heart. You want a card? I'm gonna do those. The one that Heather had brought up and told us what it was. Where is it? They have a certain name. They're really cool cards. Let's see if I can find them. Now I can't find them. Indigo. Sorry. They're just mostly questions, things that would have been something that you should be thinking about. Let's put it that way. It is an oracle deck, and they bring us to understand what we might or should be looking at. So I'm going to do that for you, Cindy. Okay? So when I pulled for myself earlier. All right. This is a gorgeous card. Number 15, and it's the Buddha sitting in look at all of these wonderful entities looking up towards the sky. And it says you can make it through because your higher self is always guiding you. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? And this is what all these particular ladies are looking up toward to get. Enlightenment. Enlightenment is not static. Enlightenment is very changeable. We don't stay in a complete sense of enlightenment at all times because we just simply can't. It is a high vibe, and we do want to try to get up there as much as we can. But these gals or these little entities here at the bottom are looking up and saying, you know, you've always got your higher self. You've always got your guides. And look at this beautiful pink energy. I love it. And it almost looks like an angel there. So anytime that you want to have extra help, make sure you call in your guides. Make sure you call in your angels. I did that the other day. I had to get 10 medications sent to me for 4 days. And it was like really messy. And I said, please, guides, help me out because, you know, Mercury and all that. And so I think you have that too, Cindy. So always know that it's available to you at any time that you want it. Thank you, dear. All right. Hypnicity. All right. Any messages? I'm going to pull one of these for you too, since I haven't pulled these cards for you as well. Sorry for the loud noise. All right. Ooh. Number 18, which is a number 9, hypnicity. And look at this here, and it's two sides to us. Your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? Hopefully some of the little things that we talked about today would be helpful with that. Just simply changing your mindset, changing the way you say things, changing the way that you feel about things, or reminding yourself of a better way to do things. But yes, and we're all really on this course. Purpose is our own personal expansion, but it also, that personal goes into the other side of it, because what's happening is what happens in the microcosm happens in the macrocosm. So you've always got that going. And so whatever happens to one happens to us all, always. Just remember that. We may not feel it at the time, but that we are part and parcel of that entire experience. And that we need to be grateful, even though we may have not such a positive thing to be. So, yeah, yes, I had to get 10 medications transferred for 4 days. Yes, it was a nightmare because nobody understood what I needed. They wanted to transfer all my prescriptions here from Washington. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be here. Yeah, there are two sides to everything. That's another great thing to say. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. That's sweet. Yeah, it was quite a nightmare. The first time I needed some medicine they sent me the prescription here, and then they said, well, we can't fill this because your insurance doesn't work here. And I'm like, no, I don't. I know. It's all been the mercury. Kiba, by the way, I haven't been on since you had this picture here, which I'm not sure is you or your mom. But anyway, I like it. And I'm really happy that you have it there. So it's a beautiful picture. I would say it's probably not you, that it would be your mom because of the hairstyle. But I may be wrong. I may be wrong. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All right. It's good to see you, Kiba. So I'm pulling an angel card for you. You have the Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. Ooh. Look what's on the third eye. It's a drop, like a drop of water, or it's a crystal. I'm not sure. But look at the butterflies and the beautiful flowers. It's time for the real you to emerge, Kiba. And I think you are emerging. I think you do have that chrysalis that's opening up and just bringing this beautiful butterfly, because we all start sometime, the butterfly starts as a worm or whatever, a caterpillar rather, sorry. And, when it's a caterpillar, we go, ooh, that's really not so great. But then when it becomes the butterfly and it blossoms and it transforms, we think, oh, wow. But, we're so cruel to the lower part of us, and not until we reach the higher are we, appreciative of what it is we're doing. So, yeah, you're emerging. You are definitely emerging, Kiba. Keep up the good work. That's great. All right, I don't want to miss anything here. All right. Yes, Kiba. Oh, it's your old graduation photo. Oh, wonderful. Okay. That's awesome. If I put mine up, you probably wouldn't recognize me. Oh, maybe you would. My hair was longer, though. And mine's old school. Oh, okay. Oh, you were unable to smile then or now? I hope you're able to now. Wow. Thanks, Silver. All right. We have Miss Sherry sitting in a college down in Louisiana. Hopefully your weeks of college have started out really well. Hopefully you haven't had too many problems with your students writing you and saying they can't get into what they need to. Oh my goodness. I have all freshmen too. And so of course freshmen or they're running start students, which means they're actually juniors in high school that come to college. And they're really nervous the first day. So yeah. Let's see, I'm going to pull one of these for you too, Sherry. I don't know if you can see it. You're on your phone, you said, but it's it's those message cards. Yeah. Here you go, Sherry. It's just exactly what we're talking about, and all of us need to do it. Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things you are not. And how can you reclaim your power? It's asking you, how can you do that? It's to start shining a light on all the things you are. How beautiful you are, how your aura surrounds you, how you interact with other people, how they have come to love you, how working with the people that you work with is really a joy for you, the students and the faculty and others, and also being on here, being able to do what you love and working with the people from the High Vibe Tribe. So yeah, and all the wonderful subscribers that we all have here. So remember, not that there's where your power of the spoken word. Do not focus on what you're not. Only focus on what you are, which is beautiful and deserving always. Perfect. Thanks everybody for your questions today. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah. Hey, Ron, Craig Dixon. Good to see you. Yes, your classes have started. You're overrun with work. Yeah, the faculty is worse. I know we're not so good sometimes. Yeah. Oh, did you get your car registered? Oh, good, Craig. Good. Yeah. Oh, 1994. Oh, so you're just 2 years. Kiba, you're just 2 years older than my daughter. She graduated in 96. Yep. She's going to be 45 in December. But I don't have a 45-year-old daughter. I mean, she just, she's my sister. All right. Thanks, Sherry. Don't forget. I'm going to be on Sherry's show, by the way, next week on the 28th, and I'm excited about it, and I know we'll have fun. So, thank you. Wildflower Wind. I hope you're doing well, Wildflower. How's the new job going? I think it was you that has the new job. And I know it's not exciting, but at the same time, it does provide you time to be with others. Awesome. Hi, Karen Robinson. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I know. Nothing to write home about. Understood. But look what's coming, and I think you live in the area where you'll get these, right? Beautiful. All right. Ooh. I think I've pulled these cards for you before. This is interesting. Things for you are in perfect harmony for some reason, even if you don't believe it. And it's number 11 card, and that's always a great indication of 1-1. Hi, Marsh Green. You are here with birds of a feather in this community, and it does sustain you and brings you more than you had before, let's say. And I think this job that you're doing, even though it's just a job and it's just okay, allows you the opportunity to come home from it and then realize you've been out and you've been about with that community, but you're more comfortable probably with this one. And that's okay. Thanks, Andrea. It's good to see you, honey. And you're just primed for a beautiful uncaging. And I absolutely love this. And look at the colors. And you never really thought about it this way, but today I'm thinking these are the fall colors. And fall is all about renewal. Fall is, a shedding of the old before the winter in order to get us going, at least here in the United States. And so, I just have to say that this, yes. Oh, thanks. And this is like autumn sunshine here, even though it's not quite autumn yet. Yep. No worries. No worries. So I'm sending you lots of love. I hope things are much better. Celebrate the small things, Wildflower. Celebrate the small but significant things. They matter the most. They really do. When somebody says at the end of their life, I wish I would have worked more, or I wish I would have done this more, or bought more computers, or nobody says that. Everybody always says, I wish I had just enjoyed life. And most of the time people say, if I could pick a day that I want to relive again, it's something really simple, like sitting with your family outside having a picnic or something. And I honestly feel that way. My brother, who went through the COVID, and we didn't know if he'd make it because he's 76 with COPD, and he's doing very well. He said that he went and got his hair cut afterwards. He's not a metaphysical person. And he shut his eyes, took his earphones out. He said, his hearing aids out. He just closed his eyes. And when the woman said, okay, I'm all done, and he looked at himself in the mirror, he felt he was reborn. And that really touched me a lot, because he's not that way in a typical way. And he said he cried. That's how good he felt. So simple, just simple stuff. Okay, Sherry, no problem, honey. Yep. All right. Marsha Green, thank you so much. I'm doing A-okay after not being able to get home, but long story, but I'm feeling better. Thank you. Hi, Clean Music Lover. Good to see you too. Oh, okay. Yes, Jan's Free will send you lots and lots of love with that. Long-term insurance, and the thing that you want to remember is any of the re's, revise, review. I don't know if you have to sign anything. If you can put it off a little bit, that would be good. I don't know if this is the second time you've been dealing with them. If it is the second time you've been dealing with them, maybe this one will work, because anytime you're redoing something in this time period, that can be very helpful. So good luck, dear. Good luck. We all send you good luck. Absolutely. All right, Juno Sphere. The Juno Sphere. Here we go, Juno. I don't know why, but I want to give you an angel today. Okay. Mm-hmm. Juno's hoping that her friend can come and live near her. She talked to us on Kelly's channel on Circle of Friends last night, and I'm hoping the same for her and her friend. It seems like it would be really a good connection to be back with your friends. I know I've enjoyed my time back here with my friend. We have a very long history, and you can be friends with somebody for 42 years and still not have a big fight and all kinds of problems. All right. Ooh, this is an interesting. Look at this, Juno. The god of indulgence. Stop beating yourselves up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. Look at that. I love it because to me it reminds me sort of the Christ figure. I mean, I don't know if you see that too, but look at the blue eyes, and look at on the third eye. It almost looks like a fire that's being made. And in the third eye area, and it's telling you it's okay for you to do something else, to enjoy yourself. I know you're enjoying your channel a great deal, but maybe you need some ice cream. I don't know. Maybe you need, whatever it is that might be an indulgence for you. Sometimes an indulgence is staying in bed all day. Works for me sometimes. Sometimes an indulgence is much more, but you are look at all the information around there too, in the throat chakra and all around the aura. Your aura is lit. You are doing what it is that you were meant to do. So the God says, also take time for Juno, because Juno also is important, not just all the rest of us. So, and I think you do that. It's just a good reminder. That's all. A good reminder. Thank you, dear. All right. Blessings. Hi, Victoria. Thank you for coming over here from Facebook. Yeah, I know you're Wiki Vicky. All right. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I love being silly sisters. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. Michelle and Melinda coming on. The two sisters. That's wonderful. Hi, Sharon. I'll see if I can fit you in. Sure thing. All right. So we've got the next card here is for Pierrette. Pierrette, you're doing so well. Just everybody that's opened their channels and has become a part of this very connected community, and also comes and joins all the rest of us on their own channels and everything. It's so, what's the word I want to say? I just see these points of light all the time when I see you all. I see you here, but you're also here, and you're putting out points of light all throughout. Some of you at work, some of you just, in the chat, some of you on your channels, some of you in all those places. And it's just like we have this energetic web that there's a heartbeat to it. There's a definite heartbeat to it. And so every day when I think about the name of my channel, I think about the fact that I must have been somehow deep down inside of me realizing that our heart does connect with soul, and our soul does connect to other hearts and other souls, and how important it is to recognize that and to show love to each other and appreciate being done. So yeah. So thank you, everybody. You're all a part of it. There could be no community without all of you. There just isn't. So Pierrette, you got everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. Ooh. Oh, number 11. There you go, girl. Master number. Everything is a reflection. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? Sometimes we say, I don't think I have anything I'm not getting, or I have a lot of things. What do I pick? I don't know. sometimes I'll get a reading and when I get a reading from somebody and it doesn't immediately resonate with me, I think, I got to think about that for a while. And I'll be damned if it doesn't show up sooner or later that, yes, that is something I really need to be thinking of. And it must be in the ethers, and the ethers bring it to me through this reading or through an interaction with somebody. So here, just remember that everything is a mirror. Hold up your energetic, everything's a reflection. Hold up your energetic mirror. And you do that on your channel. You offer us a reflection of who you are and what your knowledge base is and how we can attain some of those things ourselves in our own lives. And it's really appreciated, and it's really wonderful. So thank you, Purette. Thank you, dear. All right. Hi, Teresa Baltazar. It's good to see you. My goodness. And Lorraine. What's this? Remember when you were first communing? What a beautiful, oh, thank you. Yeah, everybody's done it. Everybody's done it. Everybody's here. And it's so, wow, it's so fabulous. This community is just, and it's growing exponentially. It's just growing and growing and growing. And there's nothing. And you know what I really like about it is that eventually some of us will, quote, fall off. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean we'll get older. We'll have to move the gauntlet. We'll have to move the torch to somebody else. But we've got this in place, and we'll be able to do it when it's time. And it's not a negative thing. It's like, if you build it, they will come. If you build it at that field dreams energy, definitely. Yes. Oh, and Ron, you're going to have Michelle on your channel too this weekend? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Very good. Yep. Put up what you haven't done. All right, M. Steve. I'm here. I didn't forget you. By the way, I have Colleen, Seascape, Sherry, and Sharon. Sharon, Strawberry Rhubarb. I don't know what kind of card you want, so I'm going to just intuit that you need a little bit of the energy cards. How about that? And if you have something specific, a couple of you have some specific things. So, I'm also going to pull out one of these other ones. Make sure I shuffle them. All right, so you have a strong personal guide that's with you a lot. I don't know if you're calling on them if you need them, but they're there for you. They're like ever ready, like the battery. It keeps going and going and clicking and ticking. Or that's the Energizer Bunny, isn't it? Anyway, they're there for you. They're showing me the Energizer Bunny. So I'm feeling like maybe you are expending a lot of energy, but they're saying, I've got energy for you too. So just let me know, I'm Steve. I'm here for you. And it says, everything is in divine order. You just need to allow it to happen. And look at this. It's gorgeous. It's somebody that's, and 25 is a 7, very spiritual number. How can you relax into the flow and go with the current of life? Think of yourself as being the generator of your own energy and how that energy is taken and moved out into the world. And I know you are a person that works around your house and does a lot of things like that, but you also are an energy generator, and you have that ability out there in the world and here on YouTube in the community to be a light generator for other people. And you also can add to that by bringing your personal guide in if you feel like you need some help. So I would say, and hang on, because the end of the retrograde's coming, and I know that we're so dependent on technology that it's really awful when we're not able to have it without all kinds of issues. But I hope you're doing well. I hope your mom's doing well. I remember that you had her on a channel a month or so ago. And so I'm sending love to you, Steve, and Mom. Absolutely. Sharon, we love having you in it. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Yep, we are unbreakable. We are unstoppable. That's awesome. That's awesome, everybody. Terry, did you get starred? Did you just want a card, Terry? All right, I'll put you up there. Because I kind of stopped taking questions at some point, but I will work with it. How's that? All right. Colleen McSpirit. I love that. I love that. It's beautiful. Great picture, Colleen. Look at you all lightened up and in the light. Are you going to your fifth? I wouldn't say that you were in that category. Mine would be next year. I'm not going. But I hope that you go and have a wonderful time. I've gone to a lot of them. I'm just finding that I get the same people that come and not the 300 and other people that I would like to see at this point. But how will everything work out to attend? Yeah, let's look at that. Let's look at that. So you must have graduated in 72. Let's see what this says. Whoops. Cards flying all over the place. Oh, wow. Good. Looks good. You create your own reality, Colleen. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Look at the flowers. That's you. You get the world in front of you. What you want wants you too. What do you want to experience? You want to go to your reunion? It wants you. What is it? What you seek is also seeking you. That's been a big a mantra for many people. And what you want also wants you. So if that's in alignment, and I get that it is in alignment, because it says here, and I love this, it says signs from nature. And of course, look at all the nature that's in this card. But you have the inner strength and the ability to go despite any obstacles that may show up. Don't let them stop you. Make sure that you go ahead and go, because it wants you. It wants you. I think you'll have a fabulous time, because the people that are there want to see you and want to have you there with them. That makes a big difference. You know, if you're going, but you don't know if you'll have, I don't know about these people. It's been 50 years. I think they want to see you. That's always a nice thing. I did get a chance to see my sorority sisters when I was home. We went out to eat, and we had the very best time. And I found out that one of them, and I talked about it on an earlier show when I was doing the shows, one of them is a sound healer, and would never have expected her to be in. And she and I just talked all night, and we have that connection with each other. But that was almost 50 years ago for us. It was, 45 years ago anyway. So yeah, it's such a nice feeling when that happens. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Colleen. Thanks for the question. All right. Next one I got is Seascape. It's great to see you all. All right. Oh, good. Working through the obstacles. Good for you. Oh, you are, Sharon? You're going to yours next week? And Marcia, you went in 70. Oh, see, I'm a 73 graduate. So you guys and I are all the same. Yes. Yes. I had most of my friends were in 1972 class. My boyfriend was, and yeah. Awesome. So, how are you, Seascape? It's good to see you, dear. I hope your little doggy's doing well, and you're doing well. We're almost to the equinox. What is it, 2 days? 2 days, and we'll be in fall. Can't help it. Have to keep reminding you. All right. Seascape. You got the same card I did, Seascape, which I read earlier, and I'm going to read again. I'm feeling like an angel wants to talk to you as well, so let's get that one out. So we talked a lot about Mercury retrograde in the very beginning, and I don't think you were here at that time, and I was talking about all the reinvent, redo, rewind, review. Anyway, this is the card I pulled for myself, which has the Buddhas on each side, and it says, there's strength in doing nothing. Wait. What have you been forcing, and how can you let go of the outcome? And I know that this absolutely was the message I needed to hear today for myself, and so I hope this resonates with you. I think sometimes we think we can force something, but we can't ever force anything. But at the same time, sitting and waiting for something seems endless to us. But your angel card says, the angel of pleasure, take pleasure in the things you do. I think it's just telling you, while you're waiting, enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Do the things you love. Take pleasure in. This morning I went out to breakfast and I had the most delicious sandwich. And I took so much pleasure in it. It was just a small thing, but after not feeling well, it tasted really well. So it could be a shower. It could be the leaves on the trees. I don't know. Take pleasure because it's there for you to take. It's there for you to access. And wait till after the Mercury retrograde if you're waiting to do something. I think that's a good thing to do. So, all right. Sherry Dombeck, can I have a card for upcoming dog sitting? I think it's wonderful. I wish you lived near me. I would love to have you come and dog sit for me. I have 4 dogs, and 3 of them are Shih Tzus, and 1 of them is a Sheltie. She's an old girl. And most of you know that one of my Shih Tzus was almost completely carried away by either an eagle or a hawk and had to go through all kinds of rehab and is doing very well, thanks to everybody. But that was a scary scenario. So for you, I'm going to pull that dog card. I love these cards. They're so much fun. Oh. Well, definitely it will be great playfulness just for fun. You're going to have animals that you'll love to play with, it sounds like, and that will be fun for you. I'm thinking it's more than 1 dog. I don't know if that's true, but if it isn't, then it's you and that dog going to have some fun together. You might have a dog that does something shameful. You know, mom and dad aren't around. Maybe I can get away with it with this particular person, because they can be sneaky like that. They can be. They do things that they don't think that they won't get caught at, and you're the dog sitter, so it's easy. And it might be this. If you were taking care of my Bella, I would, and she is 14 years old, I would say, make sure if you leave that you put the garbage can up on the counter, because this is what you'll come back to. So I think it's going to be a mixed bag for you. And I hope that it doesn't happen this way. I hope that it's just this. But I see it as a really sweet thing. And I think you're going to have a good time with it. And I wish you well with it. And I've also heard that there are a lot of people that are retiring now. I mean, I'm not saying that you're of that age, but there are a lot of retired people that will come in and do that now, house sitting, dog sitting. And it's quite a lucrative second income for some folk who like to stay home and, not be out in the work world. So have fun. Have fun. All right. Sharon, I got it. Hold on. Wow. Oh, Juno, class of 76. Congratulations to the class of 1918. Juno, I have to tell you that I had a student who wrote a paper about the Civil War in a history class that I was teaching, and how Martin Luther King was involved in the Civil War. He was a Civil War leader. And I said, no, we're about 100 years behind. He's about 100 years later than that. We're talking about the Civil Rights Movement, not the Civil War. I think it's funny. So they must have been printed in a Mercury retrograde. What do you think? Oh, good for you, Seascape. You do go to the beach. There you go. Hi, Psychic Dummy and Alex. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, your neighbor has 4 small dogs. Yeah, they can do that. They can do that. Oh, wow. You did look pretty good for being over 100 years old. How true is that? Sharon, I'm going to pull one of these wonderful cards for you. And I think it's exciting. You're also going to your 50th next week. That's fabulous. Hopefully you've seen some of these folks. I remember one time walking into a reunion and my friend Bob was there. And he came over to me and we were laughing about this and that. And this is probably after 30 years, not 50. And he said, I see that Ed Nelson sent his dad instead of himself coming to this. And it's because Ed looked so old that we were all going, wow. Poor Ed. He had gotten bald and old, which happens to some of us. Anyway. Ooh. Sharon, you are the truth seeker, awakening, actualizing, and transcending. How can you invite more grace to guide you? I'm not sure how you feel about opening up to anybody at this reunion about what you do. I finally opened up to my brother and sister-in-law when I saw them when I was here. I said, I do this and I love it and it's fun and I don't really care if they didn't like it. They were fine with it, you know, but I don't know if you want to do that. But look at this, how this is a process of being uplifted. And so you're the truth seeker and you are always awakening and actualizing and transcending beyond what it is that you've done. And some of us, including you and me, just got a late start at it. I mean, maybe we've been doing it all along, but not as focused as we are right now. And so I think this is a beautiful sign that you are definitely on the right path, what you're doing and how you're doing it. You do it when you want to do it. You don't feel compelled to have to please anybody else or go by any particular, show time or whatever. And you bring a lot of great energy to what you do. So thank you. Terry, do you just want a card, Terry? You like I was with the others? Because I don't. Okay. You'll find someone. There you go. All right. Hello, Monica Calendar. All right. Sherry, you're 76. Okay. Class of 76. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'll just pull a card for you, Terry. I'm sorry if I don't know if you had a specific question or anything, but I'll pull a card for you. And looks like I have one more. Monica, I'll pull an angel card for you. But we're at 11:11 right now. So, all right. Bye, Ron. All right, Terry, you can make it through because your higher self is guiding you. What wisdom does it have? And yes, this card was pulled earlier for someone else, but I believe that this is also a wonderful card for you. Look at the enlightenment, and it's right at your head. You are up in the realms. You are doing those things of which you're supposed to be doing and supporting others who are close to you to do the things that they are meant to do as well. You are a very big support, and your higher self is always guiding you, and all you need to do is ask your higher self to give you that ultimate wisdom. But I don't think you need, I think you've got a very high connection with your higher self. But you can also ask your guides and your angels as well if you're feeling you don't. But yes, absolutely. You have made it through and your higher self is always guiding you. There have been difficulties and you've come across and you've come through them and you will continue to. That's my feeling. Very much so. Thanks, Terry. It was good to see you. Thank you for asking a question. Guardian Angels, I'm pulling an Archangel card for you, Monica, and then I'm going to say goodbye. I will be back later this week with several shows, including Thursdays with the mediums and Jonathan Daly, psychic medium as well. I have a lot of shows to make up for not being here for a while. So I thank everybody for being here. Absolutely. You guys really made my day. Very nice. All right. Ooh, Monica, the goddess of the unknown. Look at this. It's gorgeous. This is the goddess that says a new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. I think the unknown is something we fear because we don't want it to be a bad thing. We don't want it to be scary. We don't want to walk into anything brand new unless we know what the results are going to be. But this is telling you to embrace it, embrace the unknown, because truly there is nothing more than change. Change is constant. And I believe that we cycle ourselves around in order to handle what we need to do, in order to meet those challenges and changes. If you get a chance to listen to the earlier part of this show, I did talk a lot about how you can change your language, how you can use different different ways to explain things, or different words that you want to say to yourself so that you don't create, something that you don't want. But the angel of the unknown is here. And just because her face is covered up doesn't mean she's sinister, especially in this world, because we know with all the masking we've had to do. But look, she's got her third eye open, and she's got a lot of stars around her head, and her eyes are beautifully sparkling. So it looks to me like it's going to be something really good for you. Embrace it. Don't hold any fear over it, and see where it takes you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so very much. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for coming back today. And yep. And I send you all much love and light, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks to my moderators. Thanks to all of you. Thanks, Victoria. Thank you, dear. Thanks, Vicki. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys again soon. Love you. Bye-bye.